Hi, I'm Rhea and I'm going to be showing you guys in this tutorial how to make these mini ears. They're super fun to make. I remember I wanted to make a pair and I watched probably 25 videos and I took little bits of each one to design my own unique way of making the ears. I think that they're really easy to make and they look really cute and they're super durable. So I wear them on my rides when I'm at Disneyland and they're really sturdy. I'll show you guys a few other designs that I made. Here's one I made with little white flowers, and that's it on the back. I made this pair with a print, and then I made this pair. This pair I actually made to make this tutorial, and I accidentally recorded it in slow-mo without sound, and so I remade the video making these ears, and I'll show you that, but you can decorate them however you'd like. As you can see, I have a ton of different designs when I make them, and they're super fun because you can do practically anything with them. So yeah, these are the Christmas ears I made since it is the holiday season coming up. And yeah, definitely leave any comments or pictures showing me what you guys make. I hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll show you what you'll need for this tutorial and the steps. Thank you. The materials you're going to need for this tutorial are foam paper. They're about 50 cents at any Target, Walmart, Michaels. You're going to get foam board, the board that you use for like science projects and things like that. The fabric of your choice. I will be using this color right here, but it doesn't matter, any fabric you want. I like to use tulle for the bow, so I think it makes a really cute bow. It's very easy to make a tulle bow, so if you want to do that, grab a nice color that matches or complements your fabric and use that for the bow. Otherwise, you can also use other fabric to make a bow, and I'll have a link where you can find out how to make a bow out of just regular fabric. And what else? You will need a headband. The headband is about 2 finger widths, and so you'll need that. I bought mine at Walmart, but they have them at Target and other stores like that. You're going to be using a glue gun and glue stick, so make sure you have a lot of that. Padding, so we'll be cutting out circle shapes like this, but you just want padding to stuff it. You'll want scissors and an X-Acto knife. The X-Acto knife will help you cut out these shapes for the ears. This is out of the foam board, so it's a lot easier to use an X-Acto knife than scissors. And I will have the templates for these shapes, for this shape and for this shape that I cut out using scissors from the foam paper. And then any decorations you want, I'm going to be using these flowers. So I just got these from Michaels and I just cut the stem off, and I'll be gluing those on to decorate my ears, and I'll be making a Christmas themed mini ear set today. And then you will also need trim. So I got this trim right here. You do not want it very thick. This is about a little less than an inch, I believe. So I will be using 2 colors today, but I tend to normally just use one color, and I use it for both ears. And that's everything. So we're gonna get started. You'll want to first cut out all your shapes so you have all those down. And again, those templates will be on my blog, and in the description section you will find the link to that. So let's get started. You're going to grab your fabric. I cut this out. I used the stencil that I used to cut this shape. I just put it on my fabric and cut about an inch or an inch and a half over my shape, and so that's how I got this shape. So you're going to take that fabric, put it face down. You're going to take one of your foam pieces and you are going to take padding. Now the padding is for the side that isn't going to be decorated. If you're not going to decorate any side, if you're just going to leave the ears just with the fabric, then I would put the padding on both ends of the ear. For this one, we're going to be decorating a side, so I don't need to put the padding on both sides. But if you were, just remember, put it on both sides of the ear. So we're going to start with gluing our padding down to one side of the foam paper piece we have. So I'm going to take my hot glue gun. I'm just going to put a few dots of glue. Doesn't have to be a lot, just to keep it in place. Perfect. So now that I have that, I'm going to put my fabric face down. I'm going to put the foam side on top of the fabric. And then I'm going to take my foam piece and I'm going to put it on top. So we're going to glue that down just with a few dots of glue again so it stays. And you're just going to line that up, push down. Now this part is pretty easy. Excuse me. And you're just going to go ahead and you're going to glue the edges over with the hot glue gun all the way along both sides, and I will come back and I will show you how we do this middle section. Okay, so I've glued down my edges, as you can see. So we're going to go ahead and cut down these pieces so that we can fold them over. What I found was the best way to do this is I cut, sorry this is a little hard with the camera. What I do is I cut at an angle, just like this, down towards the corner. And that way I can go ahead and just fold this over like that. And then, one second. And then I have this triangle piece that I fold down the middle, and so I do that to both ends, and let me show you what the final look is. Okay, so I've gone ahead and glued that down. As you can see, I glued the triangles down this way and the edges down here and down here over. And if you look at the back side, that's what it looks like. This is the side with the padding and this is the side without the padding, and it will be covered with our decorations, so that's why this side looks better. And like I said, definitely put padding on this side if you plan on not putting decorations on it. So now I'm going to go ahead and make my second ear. So I've gone ahead and made my second ear. What I wanted to point out is if you have any extra fabric like this, or like this, you can just go ahead and cut that off. That way you don't have all that fabric sticking up. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead now and glue our two ears onto our headband. So what you want to do is you want to just play around with where you want your ears to sit, how far apart you want them, and once you figure out a good distance, you're going to go ahead and take either a marker or a pencil, and you're just going to go ahead and mark that inside the headband for reference when you're gluing it on. So I've gone ahead and marked with a pencil where I want my ears to sit, right here and right here. So I'm going to go and glue them on. Now normally when I make my ears, I have both of the padded sides on the same side of the ear. However, for this one I'm going to be doing something a little bit different when I decorate it. I'm going to have on the front side only one ear with flowers, and on the other side plain, and on the back I'm going to have one side with flowers and the other side plain. So for that reason I am going to glue it on differently. However, normally you will go ahead and glue them on with padding on both sides, padding here, padding here. So you're going to go and take what you've made, your ears, you're going to line it up with where you marked with your pencil or marker on the headband, and you're going to go and just glue down inside, right down the middle, okay? So I'm going to go put glue right here. So now I've glued that down on that side, and you will have these go ahead and meet like this, and you're going to glue all the way through. So make sure you put a lot of glue right here so that when you squish it together you have a good foundation, and then you'll slowly begin gluing throughout the whole ear. Really push down, make sure you get the edges. You want these really sturdy so they don't fall apart when you're wearing them on rides or running around. Okay, so I've gone ahead and glued on both of my ears. Now, as you can see, I added some trim to this one. I added it to the headband just because I didn't like that it was black and I just wanted to decorate it a little bit. So I will show you how to add the trim on this ear. For this ear, I'm going to use a red trim, and I'm going to start by stuffing it into this part. So I'm going to first put some glue in there. Okay, now I have my ears. They are wrapped. As you can see, I have the padding on this end, not on this end, and then padding on this end, not on this end, because I'm doing that design. However, if you were doing both your decorations on both sides, you would have it the other way. So we're gonna start decorating. This part you can do however you like. I'm gonna go ahead and just add some flowers, and I'll show you what I have done in a sec. Okay, so I just finished decorating my ears. So this is the front part. I have the flowers mixed with some gems I added, and then I went ahead and made a Christmas tree out of green yarn. I just went back and forth, added some gems, and then drew on stars with the gold metallic Sharpies that I had. And then on the other side, I put the red flowers, again with some rhinestones mixed in, and then I added a teddy bear. I went ahead and just cut out a teddy bear shape out of some felt, and then I took a Sharpie and I drew on his paws. I used a little bit of the tulle that I'll be using for my bow, just to make him a little bow, and another rhinestone right there. And this will be the back. So we're gonna go ahead and add our bow. So if you're gonna use tulle, you only need about this size. It's maybe like 9 inches by 6 inches. And you're gonna go ahead and just fold long ways down the middle, into the middle, both ends, just like that. You're going to take this end and fold down to the middle on both ends. Have them overlap just a little bit. Sorry, I have glue all over my fingers. I'm gluing everything down and it just sticks to everything. Okay, so once you've done that, you should have a rectangle shape. You're going to go ahead and, with it being long ways, you're just going to scrunch down the middle, and now you have a bow just like that. And I'm going to go ahead and use this ribbon to fasten it onto the headband. However, normally I just use the extra tool I have and I make it into just kind of like a string, and I go over and then glue that on. So if you want to just use your tool, that works as well. So I'm going to position it in the middle. I'll show you guys. I'm going to position it in the middle, just like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and just glue those pieces together. Put some glue on the headband in the middle. Make sure that it's centered. Perfect. I'm going to take my ribbon, or if you're using your tool, take that, and I'm going to wrap it around just like that, and then I am going to glue it down here. A little glue, put it down there, take my ribbon, fasten it down there, wrap it around, make sure that it is all even. And then glue the excess again, right there. I like to use my nail to push it down because it doesn't burn as much. I'm going to cut the extra ribbon I have, and then just make sure that it is glued on nicely. Peel away all the little glue strings, and we are done. So, as you can see, I've made my Christmas ears, and you can decorate them as much as you want. They're super easy to personalize, which is really great about these, and they're so much fun to wear at Disneyland, Disney World, or anywhere else. This is what the back side looks like with the teddy bear, and I'll show you them on right now. So here are the ears on. As you can see, they are very cute. I'm really happy with how they turned out. This is, I can't really, oh, I'll swivel. This is the back. So you can decorate them in so many different ways. This is the first time I've done it where I've done decorations on one side and decorations on the other. So really get creative with it. There's so many different ideas and themes you can go with it. Halloween, Christmas, birthdays, characters, different things like that. If you have any ideas or you need some ideas and you want to ask me, go ahead and leave them in the comment section. And again, check out my blog for the cutouts, stencils for the shapes that we use to make the ears. They will be on my blog, and I will also have all the directions written out with GIFs, so you can look at that if any part of the video wasn't quite clear. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video. Definitely follow for other do-it-yourself tutorials. I have a lot of fun making these videos, and I hope you enjoyed. Thank you. Have a good night.